on YouTube? Welcome back. Excuse the outfit. I have not shaven my head in a couple of days and I'm looking rough, and I have an appointment with a client today in Wylie, Texas. We're going to be looking at some new construction homes. These were actually clients that were referred over from a client that we closed last year, so shout out to them. And yeah, we've been looking for probably like the last 1 month or so, but it's been a process of even just understanding what they're looking for, making sure it works with their location requirements, then also making sure, of course, it works with their budget as well too. So we started off looking in like the Rowlett area. They liked the Rowlett homes that were being built there, but the distance to work just didn't make sense for what they were looking for. The husband works in Plano, and so he wanted roughly like a 30 to 45 minute drive. Now, when you're looking at Rowlett, that can be quite a drive. So that one wasn't going to work for him, even though the budget worked. So we started looking over in the Murphy area. There's a Toll Brothers community that's being built out up there. And the only downside to that was that they weren't going to break ground till the end of this month. So what I was telling them was, I mean, they are kind of going to be already above our budget for what we're looking for. They don't want to be no more than $6,000 a month. So they don't want to be above that budget. But those Toll Brothers homes are starting off in like the mid fours. So factoring in everything that these clients are looking for into a Toll Brothers product is going to be way above budget, like $750,000, $800,000 for everything that they're looking for. So I was able to call around, and we were going to be looking at 2 different builders initially. We were looking in that Inspiration community over in Wylie. But then we saw the tax rate in that area. I want to say tax rate was about 2.68, and if you know anything about mortgages, your mortgage payment is split up by 4 different things, really sometimes 5. But your PITI, your principal, which is, I kind of call it like the price of the home. I for interest, so the interest rate that you're paying, that's what everybody's paying attention to these days. T for taxes. Here in Texas, our tax rate is anywhere from 1.3, 1.4% of the assessed value, all the way up to like 3.2, 3.3 in some areas. So that plays a part on your monthly payment. And then the last but definitely not least is insurance. You always want to make sure that your property is insured. Now the 5th one that sometimes on there is mortgage insurance. So anytime you put less than 20% down, there's typically mortgage insurance that's tagged on top of that. But with conventional loan, it drops off after 20%. You've reached a 20% equity line or mark, whatever you want to call it. But if you do FHA, it stays on there for quite some time, or for the life of the loan. Let me not say quite some time. It'll stay on for the life of the loan. So once we looked at Inspiration, what builder were we looking at over there? I want to say we were looking at St. Vincent, and we were looking at who else is over there? And Brightland. But both of those builders, well, Brightland for sure, I don't really like how they're built personally. And then when I showed them the floor plan didn't really work for what they wanted. And then St. Vincent was good, but St. Vincent, they're ready to go like right now. Like they have homes that are ready, quick moving. And this couple, they kind of need some time to save. They need some time to save, build up their credit. So I usually, give people the option of, hey, as long as you're diligent, and this is all, something that needs to be front and center. It needs to be top priority if you want to do this, because you don't want to lose out on your earnest money. But you can go under contract on a home, and for the next 6 to 8 months, as the home is being built, you can be saving up as much as you can. And you can be working on your credit as well too. So I've had a number of clients do this, all went through successfully. But it's something that is another option, so that you lock in your pricing, you lock in your incentives, and then you just start hustling towards a goal. You have a goal that you're actually hustling towards. So a lot of people like that option as well too. So that's really what we're aiming for now. So even though a lot of these quick move-in builders were giving us incentives and we can negotiate and all these different things, what they really needed was time. They need time to build their credit. They need time to save money so that, hey, if I wanted to go and buy down my rate, I could buy it down and, I have the money for it, or the payments actually work for what I want, all those things. So I actually sat down with them one Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop the video on YouTube or not. I have to go through and, take a look. But I ran through both scenarios with them, if they were to buy down the rate, if they were to do this or do that, or comparing building versus, inventory moving, and being very honest with them. I'm somebody who always believes that you have to be very upfront and honest with the people that you're working with, because if I tell you I don't want to say aggressive numbers, but very inaccurate numbers. So let me paint the picture this way. I'm the type of person who would rather, what do you call it? Under promise and over deliver. I think that's the term. So let's say, for example, let me make sure I'm going the right way. Okay. So for example, let's say that we're running the numbers and your closing costs tend to be anywhere from 3 to 4% of the sales price. Let's just say. I would rather you prepare for 4% than tell you it's 3% and then you have to bring 4%. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So that's the type of person that I personally am. So when I ran the numbers with them, I was very conservative in my approach and how I feel like this is shaking. I was very conservative in my approach when I was guiding them through all the numbers that needed to, be worked out. And so they ended up liking the build option a lot more just because of time. Everybody's situation is always different, which is why one of the first questions that your agent should be asking you whenever you're, in the process of buying a home is, what's your goal out of this? Is this an investment property? Is this something that you plan on staying in for 1 or 2 years and you're leaving after? Is this something that is going to be your dream home? Is this your dream home? Now, situations are going to change, obviously, from time to time. But having that goal helps your frame of mind in what type of home that you're looking for. For example, I have a guy, young guy too, 22 years old, same last name too, funny enough. But he's actually, 22 years old, software engineer, and he's looking at buying a home. And he was like, he wants to find a home that's going to be good for a rental property, but he wants it to be a new construction home. And I was like, okay, well, all right, so if that's the case, we want to be careful about, how big of a house we're getting, because a lot of times people do not run the numbers, and a lot of agents don't know how to run the numbers to see, okay, is this a property that's going to be a good investment after I move out of this house? And so I like to sit down with my clients and do that quite a bit. I think it just comes from my real estate investment background. My parents being in real estate for 30 plus years, 20 plus years, 30 plus years now. And so just having that knowledge, it's something that just comes, second nature to me. So a lot of times I have friends that'll reach out to me, especially recently now that everybody has 2025 goals and all that. Everybody, wants to make money and all these different things, which is perfect, which is great. But you also want to make sure that you're careful about, the investments that you're picking, because one of the worst things you can do is purchase a home that is not good, and then you're trying to sell it. You can't sell it. You're going to end up losing money. So with any home that you buy, have, of course, if it's a flip, then this doesn't apply. But if you are somebody who's looking to purchase a house, or you're looking to live inside that house, have at least, at the bare minimum, have a 5-year goal with that home. And by at least 5 years, you should have some type of profit. But if you try and sell anything less than that, then don't expect to really walk away with much, which is why whenever I'm talking with my clients and I'm so zealous, is that the word? I'm bringing out all these words that I really don't know what they mean. But I'm very conservative when it comes to clients' budgets. And I don't want to say stickler, but I'm going to remind you of the budget that you told me when we first had our consultation. If you said $3,500 a month, I'm going to hold you to that $3,500 a month. And that's not to be your parent or anything like that, or try and, I don't know how people would think about that, but, you told me that number for a reason. That's a number that you're comfortable paying every single month. Now, the pre-approval is going to tell me what I need to know as well, too. But you know your situation. right? The pre-approval sometimes is gonna list more than probably what you want or what you need. And so that number that you vocalized to me that you are okay with handling, am I going the right way? That you're okay with handling, I'll hold you to that. I'm that type of person. I'm gonna hold you to that and say, hey, this is a number that you told me, 3,500. All right, if we go for this house, it's gonna be 4,500. Are you okay with that? All right, the tax rate is gonna come. You know, prices are gonna fluctuate. Your mortgage payment is gonna change 2-3 years when prices start going up. Are you okay with that? I'm gonna ask those questions. And so, you know, some people like it, some people don't. You know, if you're somebody who likes it and you're looking for a home, feel free to reach out to me. Link is down in the bio. Wow, I feel like the lighting looks amazing here. My brain is like everywhere right now. Like, I need to pay attention. But yeah, anyways, the time is 4 o'clock. I'm on the way to Bloomfield over in Kramer East. TikTok is getting banned now, so I guess I'll be on here a lot more frequently, giving y'all updates on everything that's going on. I don't know, I'm loving the lighting right now. Everything looks like amazing. Let me know what y'all think about this lighting, this weather. We just came from a crazy winter freeze. Not winter freeze. Winter freeze, is that what you want to call it? Up here in Dallas. Anyways, yeah, we had some very cold temperatures not long ago. So now things are starting to warm up. The sun is out. So I don't know, maybe that's the reason why I'm happy right now and full of energy. But yeah, we've just gotten past that. So hope y'all find value out of this video. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, to be honest. But the clients are gonna be a little bit late, so I wanted to try and see if I can spend some time, get some content for y'all, because I know y'all like the community videos a lot more than seeing my face, which, you know, no offense taken, you know, it's okay. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. On the road to 500 subscribers. I want to say I'm at 220 at the time of this video. So yeah, we're like halfway through. Hey, we're here. All right, so I'm making content, trying to be consistent. So yeah, I just need a little bit of encouragement. When I see the number go up, I'm like, okay, people are liking my stuff. People are liking my stuff. I know sometimes y'all don't like to comment, but if y'all can subscribe, that's okay. That's okay too. All right, see y'all. Okay, let me make sure. All right, so we are actually over in Wylie, Texas. So this is the Kramer community that we're going, Kramer East community that we're going to be touring today. Looks lovely from the outside. It looks like it's only Bloomfield that's in this community right now. If you've looked at my page long enough, you'll know that in Texas we have a lot of new construction communities that have master plan communities where you have multiple builders who will go in, they'll buy up the lots, and they'll all kind of like split up and see, all right, who's going to be building what. And so it looks like in this community it's only going to be Bloomfield, which is not bad at all either. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Everybody's criteria, everybody's preference is a little bit different. So if you have something that you think is a little bit weird, or if you're having trouble finding what you're looking for, feel free to shoot me a DM. We're on YouTube. Feel free to click the link in my bio. Send me an email, call me, whichever works best for you. Even if you just have a question, even if you have, maybe if you have another realtor, maybe ask your realtor first. But if you don't and you're just browsing and, you know, maybe you're not pulling the trigger for the next 6 to 12 months, still send me a message. Happy to help. I'm still probably going to follow up with you later on. But, you know, if you have the question and you just need an answer like quickly, I'm here. You know, it's no problem. But we're going to go inside here and we're going to take a look at this community and see what they have to offer. We are in Wylie, Texas. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already. I want to say that they're home to Wylie ISD, which is a A-rated school district in the North Dallas area. So for those that really like North Dallas and want to stay in North Dallas, Wylie is a great place to be at. Now, the good thing about this community is its proximity to the whole North Dallas area. So a lot of people, they have requirements, right? I really want to be in North Dallas. I work in Plano, I work in Frisco, but I need something that's affordable for my big family. Now, Wylie presents one of those options. And one of the reasons why I'm pointing towards Wylie is because when you look at the map of Dallas, Texas, right? Dallas is almost like a spider web. And I tell all my clients this all the time, that Dallas is like a spider web where inside the middle of Dallas, you're gonna have a lot of your older homes, right? So downtown Dallas, Highland Park, your what else? South Dallas. When you think about what else is over there, Trinity Groves Parks, those are all pretty much older homes. But as you look on the outskirts of Dallas, so you have your Aubreys, you have your Princetons, you have your Salinas, your Wylies, your Forneys, your Mansfield, Midlothians. All those cities on the outskirts of Dallas are all new construction areas. So the challenge that a lot of people have is, especially now that people are having to go back into the office, the challenge that a lot of people have is trying to find a new construction home close to the city, as close to the city as possible, but still affordable. And so that's a lot of how pricing works. You know, the closer you are to the city and it's a new home, more times than not, they're going to charge a little bit more for it, just because they know nobody else has what we have. But for the homes on the outskirts, like your Lavons, your Forneys, your Salinas, like there's a lot of competition out there. So pricing tends to be a little bit better on the outskirts versus, you know, inside the city, where, you know, that's where everybody wants to be. That's where all the amenities are at. Even on average, tax rates are usually lower in those communities. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And yeah, just depends on what you're looking for. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm gonna head inside here. My client's supposed to be here in like 7 minutes or so, so I'll see what I can do, and then we go from there. Peace out. So you can't see it because of the sun. I'll try and get a better angle. But this is gonna be the model home that we're gonna be touring today. Looks like they have the garage open, which they usually don't. But yeah, this is a beautiful, pretty big home. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Not sure where you're watching from, but hopefully you're having a great day. Now, right now, inside this plan, we are currently in the foyer. Now, to the left, I'm sure you noticed the dining room area. And after walking into the core of the home, I want to stop by to take a look at the mud area. Now, for those that don't know, or may not be familiar with some of our Texas floor plans, but we tend to have a mud room so that whenever you get back home, you unload from the garage and you walk inside the house, you can set all your stuff down in that mud room. And then hopefully by the time that you're coming home, there's hopefully food ready, or the kids are at home or they're playing around and you kind of greet them there. But it's a great place for you to just dump your stuff off, you know, in a dedicated space rather than, you know, throw it on the couch or throw it on the dining table. Now here we are inside the core of the home. You're gonna see the lovely kitchen with the vaulted ceilings leading upstairs. And then you also have the living room down here as well too. So this serves as a great area for family gatherings whenever the family's in town, or whether you just, you know, just a regular night at home, you know, you just wanna be around the family, great place to be. Let me first start off by saying that these lots are not going to be representative of what you're going to see. Most of the lots that you're going to see are going to be 60 by 120, which means you have quite a bit of space in the backyard in case the kids want to have, I don't know, a trampoline. They want to practice sports in the backyard. They have tons of space to do that. Now, right now, we're going to be walking into the master bedroom. And the biggest thing that I noticed is the amount of windows that you have in this master bedroom. Now, typically, I don't know, I've walked a lot of homes myself, and you usually only have those 3 windows, you know, leading into the yard, but you don't have those 2 that are close to the bed. So I'm curious to hear what y'all think about that. Are y'all a fan of that? Do y'all like that? Do you like more light in your room? Do you like it dark so you can sleep in? Let me know down in the comments. But honestly, my favorite part of the home is this master bathroom. Now, not only do you have a tub shower combination, but you also have separate vanities. So his side is his side, her side is her side. There should not be any type of arguments when it comes to whose stuff is on what side and who's used whose toothbrush and whose hair is where. You know, there shouldn't be any issues with that. Now, as you can see, you have a spacious walk-in closet, so you don't have to worry about, you know, space. You know, you have tons of space here to hang all your clothes. But I mean, just take a look at this bathroom. It's just amazing. I think Bloomfield did a great job, you know, with this model home and decorating it and making it look very, very nice. Now, as we head upstairs, one thing I'll say, if you're watching this with your kids, tap your kids on the shoulder, let them know, all right, this is your space. This is where you're gonna have to enjoy and, have fun with the other siblings. So this is gonna be the game room. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed, but there's also a movie room or theater room to my right, and you're gonna see that right here. So whether it's Christmas time and you want to watch Home Alone, or you want to watch, I don't know, I'm not sure what kids watch these days, but I'm sure you can find something good to watch as a family here in the theater room. And now, if you have younger kids, one thing, and we'll come back to it too, because I'm going to go back to the balcony. But if you have younger kids, be careful about the balcony. If that's something that does not work within this plan, I'm sure Bloomfield can make some adjustments or look at different plans that work exactly for you. But, part of what we look for whenever we're looking at a plan, whenever we're looking at a home, is to see, does it check off all the boxes? And although things may look right aesthetically, we also want to make sure things are safe for the kids and our family as well, too. That's my red car down there. So if you ever see me driving around in Dallas, feel free to honk, say hello. It's a bright red car with a big face of a big black guy with a beard on, so I'm not hard to miss. So if you ever see me, just wave hello. But yeah, we're just walking into each of the rooms now, just so that you can get a good size of it. Most of the rooms are at least 10 by 10, so you are going to have quite a bit of space in each of the rooms. Those should be able to fit a twin size, maybe even queen size bed. Queen size may fit a little tight, but these are kids' rooms, so I don't expect too much space. I know the main part that most of the kids really like is having a dedicated game room, especially those that are coming from homes that are a little bit smaller. Now, we're going to be heading towards the end of this video or this tour, but just want to show you the balcony and a view that you could have, in a community like this. I'm curious to hear what y'all think down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this home. What would you rate it from 1 to 10? I'm curious to hear your thoughts down below. Talk to y'all soon. All right, so we just finished looking at one of the homes. It was specifically the Dewberry plan, but the clients did not like it. So we're going to be heading over to the lot where the Carolina is going to be built. That's the plan the floor plan that they love the most. Now, a few things about this community. I already mentioned Wylie ISD. I'm going to list the schools that they're zoned to down here. So if school is something that's important to you, then you definitely want to pay attention to those schools that the homes are zoned to. The next thing I want to talk about is the tax rate. So if you're somebody who's very sensitive about your monthly payment, this is a great community to look at, mainly because of the tax rate. Tax rate, I believe, is 1.92. compared to a lot of communities that are 2.3, 2.5, 2.6, which really affect your monthly payment, because once you multiply that tax rate by the assessed value of your home, that's your taxes for the year. So you want your tax rate to be as low as possible. At least me personally. Hey, now as far as HOA is going to run you about $70 a month, so not expensive at all either. So if you're somebody who's looking for proximity, if you're looking for a price, within reason, you have a couple of homes out here that are going to work out for you. Now I have the sheet here of pricing. Right now they're in the closeout phase of this community, which means they're almost about done completing, and so they're going to start having a lot more bigger deals in this area. And that's part of the reason why I want to record this video, just so that y'all are aware of the deals that are going on in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're looking for a community that is priced reasonably, anywhere between $600,000 to $800,000. If you're looking to be within the Wylie ISD, Wylie area, North Dallas area, and at least be maybe 20 to 30 minutes to Plano and Frisco, this is definitely a community that you want to take a look at. But not only Plano and Frisco, but you also have to look at downtown Dallas as well too. It's not far. So everything comes at a price. So if you do want something that's close to the city, you want something that's new, it is going to come at a price tag. And so the homes in these areas are going anywhere between $600,000 to $700,000. You'll see here that a lot of the homes are being built as we speak, and so these are going to be some of the homes that you'll see. But overall, the product is pretty good. Everything that you see here is pretty nice. Bloomfield is a pretty good builder. All right, so just finished wrapping up the consultation with the client, or not consultation. I am all over the place. So just finished wrapping up the showing with my client. They love the Carolina plan. They've looked at so many videos that they don't even want to go and take a look at the one in Rockwall. It's about like 40 minutes away from this location. So they're actually ready to go under contract. So we're gonna be pushing forward with this community. So this is the type of home that you like. Feel free to shoot me a DM on any of my social media platforms, or click the link in my description, or reach out to me, call me. There's multiple ways to reach out to me actually. So whichever way works the best for you, feel free to do so. Happy to answer any questions. But yeah, we're gonna start the negotiation process pretty soon to see how far we can knock these guys down. And then we're gonna go from there. See how much we can knock these guys down, and then we go from there. Earn this money in this community. Earn this money, for those that don't know, is kind of like the way I kind of think of it is the way I kind of think of it is, you know, putting your money where your mouth is. We're dealing with what, $600,000, $700,000. You know, a lot of these builders, they need some type of skin in the game, and so that's what the earnest money is for this community. Is going to be $10,000, and so that's going to at least, you know, give you equitable title to the house, and then they're going to start building the home, and then, you know, it'll be done in no time. You know, a lot of these plans that are ready, that I see here, are all going to be ready between now, like ready right now, and June of 2025. So this community is probably designed a little bit more for family. All the floor plans that are left available for this builder are 4 bedrooms to 6 bedrooms. All the floor plan sizes are like 3,500 plus. So if you're a bigger family who's looking to be in the North Dallas area, you really care about school district, and you have a budget of around, you know, $6,000 to spend monthly on a mortgage payment, I'd say this is probably the community that you want to go to. Not only that, as far as incentives go, this builder is offering $50,000 towards incentives. I think there's a little wiggle room on the price as well too, but they're definitely willing to work with us for these clients. Their timeline is really summertime, and so the plan that they really like is going to be ready in May. I asked her about, you know, seeing if we can work with the, you know, closing date, and she said most definitely. Now, you know, nothing is real until it's in writing, so, you know, we'll see how that goes or how that ends up. But just want to kind of educate you guys on, you know, this community, what they have to offer, and if y'all like this style of content where it's not as scripted and we're kind of like just going natural, like you're just my friend, you know, let me know down in the comments. You know, comments actually do help a lot. I know I was kind of joking earlier, but comments actually help a lot, letting me know that, okay, people actually like this type of stuff, or even just clicking the thumbs up, like down there. Is it down there? Somewhere there. Yeah, just click it. Let me know y'all like the video. Like, literally just thumbs up in the comments or something like that. That lets me know, like, okay, people like it. Let's keep this type of content going. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of everything, what y'all like, what y'all didn't like. And I've been getting tons of calls, so I'm going to start responding back to everybody right now. So see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See y'all in the next video. Peace.